like a hammer dropping down from the heavens. You hear that? Welcome back to Star Citizen Week here on the games. Today, we're going to be looking at the Avenger, an older model created by the community, which I think is pretty cool. You can see that this is an older ship, the way that they designed this. Let's just be frank. Not too certain I like the looks of it, but I like the idea of it. It's an interceptor. It's a beast. It's supposedly gonna hold up, have a little bit of speed, have a little bit of everything you need. This almost looks like a security ship. And the fact that when you go inside, you'll notice sleeper holder cells. I think very cool. The whole ship inside almost feels like it's a security office. Like you're in a bad part of prison trying to get out. So let's check out everything there is about the Avenger, like we do here on the games. We'll get into specifics, we'll get into technicals. We'll talk about the flyability, how it feels. We'll talk about the weapons on the ship. We'll talk about the price. We get into everything here. And that's why you watch on the games. We appreciate you. 400 subscribers now. 100 subscribers in a week. This music, one thing you gotta say, the music department, they don't get enough respect. Whatever, I don't know if they're creating this music or getting the music from an outsource. I'm not too sure, but this is why I know that this is going to be the game that ends all games, because this ship, you can see the date in it. You can see that it's older in design already from the new stuff that's out. You know, like the 300 series we did on Monday. That's a newer design ship. Yes, it's within its realms of having all these different makers, but the flow of the design within the game is evolving, and that shows me right there that this is a Chris Roberts game. Let's get into the Avenger. And no, I'm not talking about the Avengers. I'm talking about the Avenger. Back to the pirate smuggler hangar. That's a bit dark, but this ship's kind of cool because it gives you that gloomy feel that, hello, I messed up and I shouldn't have. Now I'm stuck in your ship. And how cool would it be if that's actually how they use this ship? Imagine you hold somebody up at gunpoint because of the death mechanics. They actually will submit and then go in one of these cells, and then you just waste away and die. I mean, that should be an option. That would be so cool. You know, get in there. We're gonna cryogen you, and I can decide whether you go out and live or you just stay in there and sleep the rest of your life, and then you choose death over waiting for my graciousness. I don't know if they'll do that. That would be so cool. If you're listening, think about it. Next level up, again, very institutional, really cold, and I dig the inside. I like the interior. It does give me that kind of police vibe. I think this would make a great type of holding ship, and as well as an interceptor. Going after slightly larger ships than just your standard fighters of the same scale. This video, as I promised in the last video, we will get into scale. Wow, that seat's really cool, how that turns around. This is a one-man crew ship, which makes me believe that those holding cells aren't for assault teams to be landing on the ground. This would actually be a prison ship, basically. So let's lighten it up a little bit here, shall we? I told you on the last two videos we talked about scale. Here we have the Avenger. This gives you relative size of this ship compared to the other ships. I generally classify this in the interceptor category as far as sizing is concerned. Here's your bomber, your retaliator, and then you obviously got your bigger size ships, the 890, the Idris, and the Reclaimer. There's your Constellation. We can see sizings of previous ships we did. Here's your 300 series that we have done. Here's the Aurora series, the Cutlass, which is one of my favorites that we'll get into on a later video, the Merlin, the M50. The relative size of the ship and the thrust capabilities dictate whether you're going to be blacking out or redding out a lot. And in the Avenger, I did have quite a few blackout sessions, and they were not the fun types, if you know what I mean. So let's look at the flying aspects of the Avenger. And okay, maybe it's not that bad to look at out in space. It still has that NASA type of feel. It's very bulky. It is easier to hit, but the speed on it makes it a bit harder to hit than the previous ship we did, which is the Aurora. No shit, right? But I did like the Kruger T-21s, which are the projectile type machine gun weapon. I was really enjoying it, actually. I might consider projectiles on this ship. I definitely think it shreds into ships a little bit better after shields are gone. I have distortion cannons on these to help with that. The distortion cannons are somewhat slow, but if you get a hit with them, it hurts them pretty damn bad. It's smooth. The moving is smooth on the Avenger, but you can see I'm very prone to black out, like I was talking about earlier. I'm very disappointed with the ship in that aspect. But again, you come back to the guns, and it's so fun. You got to just get over the blackouts, you know. So using in combination with that distortion cannon, once you get the feel for it, the combination of the distortion cannon and the T-21 is pretty massive. But I did find the ship, even though it was smooth and fluid in movement, I still found it kind of slow, and here I am blacking out again. The missiles had a hard time tracking. That one hit, but previous attempts failed. So not too hot about it. Here I go blacking out again, and it's just fairly annoying, honestly. The Avenger, you black out so much, you red out and black out, that it's not a lot of fun. Let's get into the technicals. And here we're just talking about simple physics. You know, size, mass, thrust, TR5 engines, these things are faster than as far as thrust is concerned, and power thrust, than the 300 series that we did. And you're talking about a bulky ship, not necessarily a long ship, but a kind of a massive, bulky brick shithouse with a TR5 engine, and you're prone to blackout and red out. And I didn't find it very fun to fly because of that. Now, you know, you had 4 missiles. Would have liked to see more missiles on this ship. I'm not a big fan of the Avenger. I have to say, the power plant in S3 with the TR5 engine, I would want a power plant of S4. And, you know, while this ship is cool in concept and designed by the community, and I respect that, I cannot enjoy flying around half conscious. So let's check out the price of the Avenger, and let's wrap this episode up. Not my cup of tea. No, no, no. Respect the idea, but just not my cup of tea. And for $60, I think on an older design ship, even though it's designed by the community and I respect it, I still think you're overpaying for this ship. So you heard it here on The Guys. Cool idea, cool concept, dig the weaponry, just not so much the fly style, guys. All right, stay tuned. We're almost at 500. We're just grinding towards 500. I think there's 80 more subscribers left till we hit 500. We'll give our prize away. Hope you guys are enjoying Star Citizen. Thank you for liking and sharing and favoriting videos. Come on, guys. Let's get this stuff out there. Let's grow. Let's become a great community. Thanks for watching, guys.